Underway here in game number 1 in just a couple of moments.
Yep, setting up the razor shield manipulation. Joey Mittens getting it set there, and then we're just waiting the countdown, and we'll have game number 1 coming your way in the Battle of the on-point facial hair, as mentioned by tournament organizer Brysolf here.
Oh, absolutely. They're both sporting the well-groomed facial hair. I totally agree with that 100%. All right, here we go. Game number 1, TapatioJ taking on Joey Mittens. Let us talk about how these two runners got to this particular point. So in TapatioJ, Joey Mittens' situation, he took on Prince Leaf and lost 3 games to nothing. Lucha Jim and TapatioJ, that was a very, very competitive matchup. Went the distance, and it was Lucha Jim who won it in 5 games. So that's how these two runners got to this point. Well, this is very close. Look at this.
Ooh.
It's Joey Mittens who's going to get the first hole shot here with a low 41 versus mid-upper 41 for TapatioJ, about a 2/3 of a second lead.
And this is where things can swing wildly. We have a nuke to start for Taps, and we have a foot for Joey Mittens.
Yeah, nothing too glamorous for either runner. A spreader now for Joey Mittens. Fouled out with a vulnerability. He can use that to help him out, but TapatioJ gets the first rockets of this match, and right behind him is Joey Mittens.
I can't help but chuckle at that nickname. Sounds like something out of The Sopranos. Yeah, I know Joey Mittens. He was able to take care of a guy, you know?
And Tapatio 4 seconds back going into Eat My Shrapnel, but neither player has an orb. Interesting. We'll see who gets it first, if anybody.
Orbs apparently so far not invited to this party, or if they were, they're going to be showing up very fashionably late here.
Well, Joey Mittens, that room's getting out of control. Now he's going to be bleeding time. Great drops here for Tapatio. Still isn't seeing the orb, though, but Joey Mittens takes a death. Yeah, he's going to be bleeding a lot of time. And look at this. Taps gets the orb.
Joey Mittens got shrapnel there, and now, yeah, it's just at least the Rockets are going to be able to take care of these. Oh, look at that. Not too much time lost there, but now Mittens needs the orb.
He lost 6 seconds in that room, Burgundy. He was up by 4 seconds. He's now down by 2 seconds and an orb. So right now, RNG doing no favors to the underdog Joey Mittens here. And Tapatio getting some rockets now here in Total Carnage.
Razor Shield on Joey Mittens' side, but he needs that orb.
Yeah, he needs an orb or at least some kind of weapon. There's the orb. Very good.
See, I just had to force the issue. And look at that, rockets to follow.
Oh, unbelievable stuff here. Joey Mittens is right back in this game. Tapatio going to try to get that shrapnel down. He does, so he'll get into the bonus room first. 306, a late Razor Shield for Joey Mittens. Just watch out for the shrapnel. He's definitely in the thick of things here. Done with this room with a 315, little under 10 seconds back of Tapatio.
Yeah, given the way things swung in that room, that certainly could have been a lot worse. So Joey getting the good end of things here.
Yeah, most definitely. The Tapatio and Joey Mittens, are right there in terms of distance. Not a good start here for Tapatio though with the foot drop. Maybe Joey Mittens can get a drop that'll help him try to catch up. And that rocket certainly does, but it's in a horrific spot. Able to get it, but loses the orb in the process. Tough break there. Tapatio is keeping the orb healthy, but he is doing corner strats. Here's a chance, though, if he can get to that Razor Shield, but there's just no opening. That tank blocks him, and he can't get there. Replacement orb for Joey Mittens. Will he be able to get to it? Yes, he will. Can he keep it?
Yes. Ooh, dicey, but yes.
All right, so it's anybody's guess at this point who could come out of this room first. I mean, Tapatio's been doing corner strats. A nice breather there for Joey Mittens. Some rockets here for Taps to close out the room, so he's still going to have the lead with a 431. Joey Mittens, I think, is going to be right there if he can keep that orb healthy. He's going to be right there. Just needs to finish off that Tremel, and look at this. They were even. There's still about a 9-second lead for Tapatio. This is anybody's game.
Yep, just an empty drop and maybe a little mother mutoid hen, and that's pretty much your differential here. And we know that we can see both of those things here in Mutoid Man's room.
All right, Joey Mittens gets flexed, but he will get to these lobbers. All right, more lobbers are waiting for him. That nice consistent damage. Lobbers now for Tapatio. It's going to come down to who gets the better drops and who can land their shots better. Lobbers upon lobbers upon lobbers. We're seeing lots and lots and lots of lobbers here. Nothing wrong with that. The nice old school strats. They are pretty much neck and neck. But it is Tapatio who gets that second arm down first. There's a nice player two spreader, but look at this for Taps. Oh, and Joey Mittens gets zapped. But look at this, a spreader right there. He was blocked. I did not see that on Tap's side. We have a new leader. Joey Mittens is a PB potential here. Won't get to that lobber, unfortunately. Spreader for Taps. It's going to have to be middle. An empty drop for Joey Mittens. They're even right now. Oh, the sabotage is real.
Not once, but twice was Mutoid Man sitting on the spreader.
Oh, and Joey Mittens just gets clobbered. And then another empty drop, but Tapatio takes it. He's going to be blocked out of those lobbers. This is Mutoid Man at his finest right now, or his not so finest if you want to look at it from the other side. I have no idea who's in the lead. It's Troll. Oh! And Joey Mittens gets vibrated. More lobbers are waiting for him, but Tapatio is going to have the lead. It's not going to be a big lead, though.
Final form for Taps.
And final form for Joey Mittens, and he's run over again! Joey is missing a lot of shots. Lobbers waiting for Taps. I think this is not going to be enough for Joey Mittens. Tapatio switching up to rockets. Will it be enough to secure the win for him? This is so close. This is so close. Oh! Joey Mittens is going to win game one. But
wow.
Wait, gotta get rid of him. All right, he did. Whoa, what a seesaw battle between these two, and Joey Mittens wins it with a 707. He could have PB'd if Troll Toy Man wasn't being Troll Toy Man. He was on his way.
707 versus a 713. The PB again for Joey Mittens is a 655, so pretty doggone good.
Yeah, he was right there on a PB, but Troll Toy at the end did what Troll Toy does best. Unfortunate there, but more importantly for Joey Mittens, he gets the first win of this game.
Absolutely wild, though. I mean, TapatioJ has to be figuring, all right, that was just absolute rotten luck on my part, having not once, not twice, but thrice Mutoid Man sitting on good weapons for me.
Yeah, he was sabotaged all three times. If he's sabotaged even one fewer time, he wins game number one, no question about it, because Joey Mittens got really trolled late in that fight. He was on his way to a big PB, but Troll Toy denied him.
Yep, the game said, all right, I'll give you the victory, but you're not getting the PB here.
Yeah, no question about it here, but I think Tapatio is going to bounce back here in game number two. But I'll tell you what, if Joey Mittens plays the way he did in game number one as he does in game number two, maybe he gets another crack at that PB.
And then if you have a PB in tournament, you know, you can't kick yourself for not doing your best, because at that point you've done better than your best.
Definitely. All right, game number two coming up shortly between Taps and Joey Mittens. We'll see if Joey Mittens takes a commanding 2-0 lead, or if Tapatio can bounce back and equalize. Ooh, Tapatio missed the Razor Shield. That's going to cost him a little bit. All right, good. Joey Mittens dodged the early nuke there. That was on the feet. And it is going to be Joey Mittens with the hole shot. He's had the hole shot the first 2 games on the veteran here. But he missed the door, and now we're even.
Just that slight upward movement, and yeah, now it's... the synchronization, yeah, I mean, Tapatio might have a 1/10 of a second lead at best.
To me, you got a frame count to determine who leads that one. It's negligible. Let's just call it that.
Most certainly.
All right, so once again, the dryness on the orbs here in collect power-ups is we have no orb for either player, but Joey Mittens takes an early death.
Yeah, what is going on here, game? The orb drops have been drier than my martinis.
Well, there's an orb for Joey Mittens, but he just took a second death to that foot soldier there because his invulnerability ran out right as he was trying to clean it up. But here's an orb now for Taps. So advantage to the veteran Tapatio here by quite a bit.
Rocket's certainly going to help here.
Oh, but Tapatio loses his orb as that purple shirt just absolutely chased him down.
Was having none of what Tapatio was serving.
Yeah, that purple shirt ran to him faster than Billy Hamilton would to second base.
Ha!
All right, a 210 for Tapatio, but he is now without the orb. Joey Mittens still has the orb intact. After this room, he can cut into that lead. Let's see what happens. One more at least to go. That's it. 222, he's about 12 seconds back, but he can cut into that lead if he keeps that orb nice and healthy.
Yep, keep the firepower high, and you are good to go. Is able to utilize the Razor Shield as Tapio.
Oh, he waited too long for that rocket. But he does get a replacement. Nice, a Razor Shield for Joey Mittens, a replacement orb for Taps, but he's going to try to get back into the middle here. He does. We'll see what the damage is at the end of this room, provided that they both can keep their orb nice and healthy.
Joey Mittens looking to, look to avoid the nuke there. Might have been a decent time to get a breather, but opted to keep the firing lanes open.
Yep, to me, some runners will go for that nuke. Some people will avoid that nuke. To each their own. This is going to be the end of the room, and we're almost even. No, it's a Joey Mittens lead, 320, as Tapatio lost the orb again. And that is a 17-second swing plus an orb right there. Joey Mittens right now in control.
You love to see the underdog. Well, I guess I'm a little biased being near the Philadelphia area, so we're used to the underdog story.
No, I think a lot of people are rooting for the underdog, but you know, as commentators, you know, we gotta keep the bias to a minimum here. But right now, Joey Mittens, but how will he handle tank trouble? There's a nuke. Will he go after it? No, he's gonna leave it alone. Rockets for Tapatio. Oh, it is going to be a replacement orb, though, so the game's showing a little mercy. Can he get to it? Yes, but he's got to get rid of that gunner. Nice job. That spreader's in a bad spot. I would ignore it. And that's exactly what Joey Mittens does. That was some good awareness right there, but then he's picked off again. But Tapatio had problems of his own, too. Another replacement orb for Joey Mittens. This is weird. And then rockets to go with it.
I guess the game didn't like my martini lines. Is all right. Here's all the orbs and vermouth you want.
And then a Razor Shield just, you know, for good measure. He didn't really need it, but it is going to be a Joey Mittens lead going into Mutoid. 447 plays 449, just under a 3-second lead. Once again, anybody's game, Burgundy.
Most certainly.
Ooh, that swirl could have picked off that orb. It did not. Let's see if Joey Mittens can get the ball buster. Nope, he's flexed. But he does get a lobber, but Taps a spreader chance.
Lays it right on in. Doesn't worry about the gunners with the invulnerability. Now is going to go grab the lobbers and try to take those gunners out of the front.
And he gets another spreader.
Wow.
Wow, and it's in a good spot, too. Is he going to get to it? Yeah. No! another one, but he can't take the death because of the invulnerability. He's already on penultimate form. If he gets another spreader, game over. It's a grenade, however. But he's got a big lead now in Joey Mittens. But here's a spreader chance for Joey Mittens. And another one, too. He could have... well, no, he wouldn't have gotten it. He would have been blocked, so he was not getting there.
Made the right decision.
Yep. But Joey Mittens has closed the gap. Final form now for Tapatio. It's about a full form lead. These lobbers, if he lands the shots, these lobbers will do it. He's getting the weapons he needs to finish this off. Lobbers should finish the job for Joey Mittens, but I think this is over. But he's missed a lot of shots as taps, but that's enough.
There it is.
Final form now for Joey Mittens. Has some good spreader lucks. That time, Tapatio got the good Mutoid Man RNG to come back. I know I wasn't a big deficit, but it was enough to come back, and we have an equalizer as Joey Mittens going to have to burn it continue.
And I think if Mittens was able to finish off Mutoid Man there, that would have been a very slight PB.
You're correct about that, but I think he had a little bit more weapon left to go. And then look at this park job. He'll still get the grenades, but yeah. And then look at, jeez.
Mutoid.
Jeez. That would be an exclamation GYB in your channel, Burgundy.
It most certainly would. Game, you bugger.
Right? Lobbers should finish the job here for look how many shots he had left. Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, that might have also been a Tylenol on my channel as well, but we're past Christmas vacation season.
Yeah, again, that good, good gameplay from Joey Mittens. He had the lead going into that fight, but TapatioJ getting some good timely spreaders there, and he's able to equalize. So we're gonna at least see 4 games in this one.
Yep, even at 1 apiece, you like to see it.
I'll tell you what, though, Tapatio definitely is going to have to improve on his arena gameplay. I mean, I know he's a longtime veteran, and he's been playing this game for many, many years, but his Arena 1 gameplay in these first 2 games is not as crisp as we've seen Tapatio in the past.
It could be a number of things. It's hard to say what's going through the mind of somebody as they're playing here, especially someone who's been playing as long as Taps has.
Absolutely. We'll see, though, what happens here in game number 3. Are we going to see another close match like we've been seeing so far between these 2 runners, or are we going to see a blowout? Well, time will tell.
Most certainly will. Got our Razor Shield Manips set up here.
Yep, and here we go. Game number 3. A pivotal game number 3 for both of these runners. The longtime veteran TapatioJ taking on Joey Mittens here. First 2 games, Joey Mittens has had the whole shot. Well, he would have had the whole shot in game number 2 if he didn't miss the door. And grenades for Taps.
That's an error that you only make once.
Yep. It might have been on the feet there for Taps because you really don't want to be picking up grenades here in Arena 1. And once again, it's going to be a Joey Mittens hole shot. Pretty solid time, too. 41.
40 seconds there, 41. Tapatio able to use the nuke at the last moment to mitigate the damage, but still a slight lead here for Joey Mittens. Let's see. Spreader, rockets. Good weapons. You like to see it.
And look at this. Finally, we see an orb here and collect power-ups. The first one goes to Joey Mittens, and he had rockets to complement it as well. Rockets now for Taps as well. Good weapon to have here and collect power-ups, but he needs to see this orb soon. So, better firing, though, from Taps, even though he didn't have an orb. 120 plays 122. About 2-second lead. But Tapatio's going to be fishing for that orb. Joey Mittens has got to be careful that...
Swirl. Well, now the orb hunt is on both sides here. Mittens just using the invulnerability. Oh, boy.
Yep. And one gets mint. And JoeyMittens, I think, is going to ignore the razor here because he feels he's got the room under control, which he does with the orb and tap. Butcher's down. 2:04 plays 2:06, so JoeyMittens didn't really lose any time despite the death. 2-second lead remains for Tapatio, and they both have the orb. But what's going to happen here in Total Carnage? Oh, man.
That would qualify as total carnage.
That's a bad death there on Joey's side. Now Tapatio can really bust out this lead here. Nice nuke there. JoeyMittens does have rockets. I mean, the rockets will keep him afloat for so long, but he needs to see a replacement orb. It's an invulnerability. That also will help if he wants to shred through the enemies. Razor shield, but now rockets for Taps. But Taps loses the orb and takes the death. So they're both orbless now. Not for long, though.
Replacement rockets and a replacement orb for TapatioJ. The game taketh away, the game giveth.
Yep, replacement orb for both players, so it is still going to be a Tapatio lead, but not by much. 3:12 plays a three. JoeyMittens actually gained a half a second after all of those shenanigans. You know what it's time for? Oh, Taco Bell, Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell.
Oh, wow.
But Tapatio, though, it looks like he's got 2/3 of a clip of rockets to take with him into tank trouble, so he is going to have the advantage unless JoeyMittens sees a rocket first drop. It's a nuke, which is fine. That'll enable him to take down both gunners, so good use of the nuke there from JoeyMittens. Both gunners down on Tap's side, but JoeyMittens in some trouble here. Remember that the spawn rate here in tank trouble is equivalent to a spawn rate in an Arena 3 room. So this is a really big test of the runner's ability to evade and take down gunners and foot soldiers. Good pickup of the rockets there. That was some amazing movement there from JoeyMittens as Tapatio does get a razor shield. That should help him, you know, keep control of the middle of this room for the rest of the way. As Joey drops the orb, unfortunately. And some good dancing, not to take a death here, but Tapatio is definitely going to have the lead, and by double digits at that. Grenades is something. A 434 for Taps, but I'll tell you what, JoeyMittens is again in the thick of things. He'll be less than 10 seconds back with a 442. That's 8 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, impressive on JoeyMittens. I mean, for a while, I haven't seen swing like that since the 1920s Zoot Suits.
Yeah, Zoot Suit Riot. I played that song when I was in high school, man. Oh, man, Mutoid, man, with some funky movement here. This is going to be a tough ball buster opportunity for Tapatio. He's probably not going to get it. So far, though, he still has the orb as he's riding the lobber train because Mutoid Man is just so far down and does not get the ball buster, takes the death. Let's see what he gets for the next weapon. I can't even see it. It's Mother Hen. Spreader. Oh, that's a long ways to go. I don't think Joey's going to get there. Maybe. Yes. I didn't think he was going to make it. And invulnerability.
Oh, what patience.
This has potential. Invulnerability or spreader for Taps, though. Yeah, that was some very good patience. Glitch Toid on Joey's side. He'll change it up for some lobbers. Oh, this is anybody's game right now. Joey does have the lead. PB potential and a big one at that if he can just land shots and not take bad deaths. Final form should be coming real soon for JoeyMittens. He's got more lobbers too. PB potential for JoeyMittens. A big PB potential. Come on. You got this. Take the invulnerability.
Keeps him from getting run over there because you saw Mutoid was trying to just flatten him like a pancake here.
He gets these lobbers too. A few more shots and there
Big
it is.
PB.
A massive PB for JoeyMittens. Just finish off these shrapnels. He'll take the death, but that is fine. He's still gonna make it. It's gonna be a 6:33. A big time PB for JoeyMittens. Well done.
That's gonna move him up about 8 spots on the leaderboard. up to 50th place from 58.
Yeah, that last shrapnel taking that death did cost him about a couple of seconds, but it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, he still would have been in 50th place because next up on the leaderboard was a 630. So either way, congratulations to Joey Mittens on a brand new PB 22-second cut in a Smash TV tournament race here on GG Speedruns. You love to see it. And Joey Mittens, a win away from pulling off the big upset on the longtime veteran Bergs. How about that?
Crazy things going on here. I am loving all of it. So I'm going to get a prediction ready here.
That sounds good to me, Burgundy. All right, now tell you what, if with just a little bit more luck, Joey Mittens could have put this match away. Game number 2, he was definitely right in the thick of things in that one. I'm telling you what, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Joey Mittens here. You know, Brysolf even pointed out in chat that he is much improved from last year's tournament. It's day and night, and you know, we're definitely seeing it in the times from Joey Mittens. Can he finish off the upset, or can TapatioJ find a way to dig deep, post some really good times, and come back and advance in this tournament? Oh my goodness gracious, this is going to be a slobber knocker. I can feel it in my bones, Bergs. All right, here we go. Game number 4 between TapatioJ, whose back is against the wall, versus Joey Mittens. Let's find out what happens. Right now, Joey Mittens has outplayed TapatioJ in these first 2 Arena 1s, but this time it is going to be just an ever so slightly hole shot from TapatioJ, and I mean ever so slightly. I mean, you're talking quarter of a second. Negligible, Burgundy.
Yeah, it's very slight, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things, well, oh, that's going to help. The orb, rockets on Joey Mittens' side.
Yeah, these are great drops for both runners here, but the first drop orb is going to trump anything else that you would see here. You want to see that first drop orb here in collect power-ups. I mean, rockets is the second best drop, but there you go. But here's an orb now for Joey Mittens. You like to see the equal opportunity.
Ooh, almost getting shrapped there, though.
And Tapatio lost his late. I didn't see how it happened, but it's a 125 versus a 126. But Tapatio is going to be fishing for an orb. Let's see if Joey Mittens can keep it up. Oh, whoa! How did he not lose that orb there? There's no way that should have worked.
The nuke on the feet. That'll be a little bit of a time penalty for Joey Mittens.
Better though than dropping his orb, as Tapatio does get a replacement orb here in Eat My Shrapnel. Man, some very crazy gameplay that we're seeing on both sides here, but now everybody's got everything under control here to close out Eat My Shrapnel. I think Tapatio should still have the lead though. It's a 2:10 plays, a 2:11, about a second and a half lead for Tapatio. Now, let's see what happens in Total Carnage. Got to keep that orb nice and healthy. Couple of nukes here.
Razor shield, but in a bad location. Tap still gets it, though.
Then gets the grenades on the feet. Rockets for Joey, though. Got to get some good firing lanes here so that those purple shirts aren't coming after you. Get some spreaders, more rockets. But yeah, the advantage to Tapatio, because you want that razor shield to maximize your firing lanes and keep control of the middle of the room. Joey Mittens will ignore that nuke. Watch out, that green shirt. Oh, man. It always scares me when those... Look at that, the purple shirt. The rockets, though, Joey, this should help him. Oh, but the green shirt clips him.
Pressed his luck one too many times.
Yes, he did. That whammy was coming sooner or later. And Tapatio is going to keep that lead. He's got a 311 going into the bonus room. Joey Mittens, not all that far back with a 316. 5 seconds is the difference, but more importantly, Taps has the orb. Joey Mittens has a half a clip of spreader to take with him to tank trouble.
And chat noting the 2 times and having a little fun with it. 311 versus 316.
Right. Okay, oh, look at this opening drop. The rich getting richer here. Tapatio getting the rockets, clears out the gunners. Joey Mittens gets an invulnerability, which will help clear the gunners at the very least. So, advantage Tapatio continues here in tank trouble, but the second gunner remains on Joey Mittens' side.
Shrapnel everywhere. There's just barely any firing lanes here.
Yeah, Joey Mittens is all over the place as Tapatio drops the orb. Second gunner finally down. That invulnerability helps save them there. But Tapatio getting a replacement orb. Now sees some spreaders. Can he get there? Yes.
Joey Mittens, meanwhile, had a replacement orb on the feet and lost it just as quickly. And now another replacement orb.
Well, the game's trying to keep Joey Mittens and everybody honest here in game number 4. Again, Joey Mittens up 2-1 here. Tapatio needs to win this to keep his tournament hopes alive here. He is still going to have the lead with a 435. A good time for a nuke there for Joey Mittens. It does not close the room, though. So he's definitely further back. This is the biggest deficit he's had so far, but it's still in the realm of possibility. He's less than 20 seconds back with a 452, about 17 and a half seconds. And Tapatio has an empty drop to start this fight again. And another one.
Wow, game, you are cool.
Well, he does get a spreader, but he's going to get nothing in terms of the invulnerability. Lobbers for Joey Mittens. He's going to switch it up to the Rockets. I don't know why he would switch it that quickly. He still had a lot. Okay, maybe now we know why he switched it. Must have knew that key was coming. And look at this. Perfect.
Hits the mine. Gets a little more running room. Picks up the... oh, wow. And another one.
Yeah, but he has to go manuals here. That would have been a risky death to take. And I don't blame him. He's going to switch it up. I don't blame him for this change. But look at this. And again, he has nothing on the invulnerability. He's getting sabotaged as Taps. And right now, Joey Mittens has just an ever so slight lead. He's out of weapon, though. He needs something. Rockets is something. That's probably not what he was hoping for, but it's something. Vulnerability, that's not good for Joey Mittens, but he has plenty of rockets left to at least tide him over until the next drop. What is that next drop? More rockets. So advantage right now to Taps in terms of the weapon quality, but he's now got an empty drop.
Oh, man.
Remember, Tapatio is on life support as Joey Mittens still leads this match. He's on the penultimate form, as is Taps. This is going to come down to the wire. It could come down to a spreader. As Joey Mittens is run over. But if it's a spreader, it's over. And it's Mother Hen. And it was a spreader.
Oh, spreader.
Final form for both. And of course, the invulnerability comes. That would have been so perfect for Joey Mittens. And then another one. He needs another drop. It's Lobbers, the better drop. And Tapatio's run over. Joey Mittens is on the verge.
He got mined.
He's landing his shots. And Joey Mittens pulls off the upset.
Unbelievable.
Wow! You know, Joey Mittens was in the chat earlier thinking he was going to get clubbed down, and Brysolf said not so fast. Brysolf is the master for a reason. You got to give credit to Brysolf. He knew something that we did in Burgundy, and Joey Mittens, by 5 seconds, wins game number 4, and this is like Princeton defeating Missouri in the NCAA tournament.